Okay, you're going to love this story. 10% of his brain gone and normal. In 27, doctors in France made a discovery that shocked the world. And it still challenges science today. A 44-year-old man walked into the hospital with nothing more than weakness in his leg. But when doctors scanned his brain, they were stunned. His skull was almost entirely filled with fluid. 90% of his brain was gone. You can see the CT scan behind me. All that black part that you see is just fluid. There's nothing there. There's no gray matter, neurons, just a thin layer of brain tissue remained. The diagnosis, severe hydrocephalus, a buildup of fluid that had slowly compressed his brain over decades. But here is the twist. This man wasn't in coma. He wasn't in a hospital bed. He was living a normal life. He had a family. He was raising his children. He worked a job. His IQ tested slightly below average, but he was socially functional, independent, and fully aware. How is this possible? Cognitive psychologist Dr. Axel Clearsmans called it a stunning case of the brain ability to adapt. The brain, we thought we understood, the one in textbooks, wasn't supposed to survive this, but it did. What this case shows us is the raw power of neuroplasticity, the brain's capacity to rewire, reorganize, and adapt when parts are damaged or even missing. And here's the most mind-bending part. It challenged the idea that consciousness lives in one single spot of the brain. Clearsmans argues that awareness is less about where neurons are located and more about the brain's ability to learn, to connect, and adapt over time. Well, I have another way also to explain consciousness and awareness, but this is not the case. So, if one man can live with only 10% of his brain, what does that say about our potential for recovery after a brain injury, no matter how severe it is? It means we can't put limits on human possibility based solely on a CT scan. The image is just a snapshot in time. It doesn't measure human willpower. It doesn't show function of the brain, neither. So you know, the fight to live is not showing on us. It's not showing a CT scan, or the mysterious way the brain can reinvent itself. If this man's story teaches us anything, is this: never underestimate the brain. Never underestimate the human spirit. Never give up hope. Never stop believing your life is valuable and your worth remains intact no matter what. This is Jessica Veria, founder of Jeffrey's Journey and Legacy. Bye.